It's the closest I've ever been to a big turkey. We're here at the, I would say it's probably the backside of the mill. Bah! They don't even respond. Bah! Here we go.
Franks and beans, Franks and beans.
All right, welcome back, y'all. I am still down here in Missouri, and I am at the Watkins Woolen Mill, which is a park and like a historic site. There's a campground here, so I plan to camp here tonight, but I don't think this is actually open for me to take a tour of, which is kind of a bummer. We're gonna go check out the office and see what they've got to say about it. Watkins Mill in Lawson, Missouri is a preserved woolen mill dating to the mid-19th century. The mill is protected as Watkins Woolen Mill State Historic Site, which preserve its machinery and business records in addition to the buildings itself. So the mill itself is closed. I won't be able to tour it, but I can go walk around. And there's also a school building and an old house here on the property. But I'm gonna be pretty quiet in here. A powered hanker. Oh yeah, it runs, it's behind a glass wall here, but you can see the leather belt that goes up and turns everything to make some hanks of yarn and whatnot. Got some over there, and then right down there. So here's some of the fabrics they made. Beaver, broadcloth, cashmere, unrelated to cashmere, casimere, doeskin, flannel, jeans, kersey, linsey, satin knit, and tweed. And they have some examples here that you can touch. Number one is casimere. Kind of feels like a wool blanket. Ooh, here's a model of the mill, so at least I can see inside this way, since the building will be closed. Man, that's crazy. Well, now I'm curious to see how big that building actually is. Looks like they've got an old steam. It's powered by a steam engine, maybe? Yeah, look in the back there. That's cool. Well, we're gonna walk up to their house, the Watkins Mill. So there's a couple of signs here before we walk up there. It says the Watkins Mill has been designated a registered National Historic Landmark under the provisions of the Historic Sites Act of August 21st, 1935. This site possesses exceptional value in commemorating and illustrating the history of the United States. I was also told there's a garden here, and they've got some farm animals and stuff, so maybe we'll see if we can find those guys too. But, man, I can't imagine like just living out here in the middle of this beautiful country. Was this a cemetery right here? The house is way over there. Yeah, there's a cemetery. It must be the Watkins family. There's a big one. I'll have to go to the other side. You can't get in here. Oh, I lied. You can get in here. There's nothing saying that I can't, so. Although I don't need to. We'll just stay out here out of respect for it. Bethany J. Watkins, wife of Dr. J.B. Atchison, died October 8, 1870. And you've got one laying down there. That's Jane, wife of Benjamin Watkins. Died August 20th, 1862. (1884, 1896, 1931, 1933). This one I can't see anything. It's probably on the other side. Yeah, that's crazy. Wasn't expecting that here right now. Alright, I think I have to go back down to that trail in order to get over to the house, since I can't wander around inside, but we'll peek in the windows like a true creeper. So this is known as the Big House. It was started in 1850 and was completed in 1854. Had 2 parlors, winter kitchen, 8 bedrooms, and a full basement containing food storage rooms and the dairy. Yeah, I really wish I could get inside. Really wish I could get inside. It's too dark to even see anything in there. Well, I guess you guys can kind of see it. Look at that staircase. It's cool how they have the legitimate, real, actual shutters that can be opened and closed. Got the dinner bell going here. Nice back porch for sitting. And you got a basement area. It's closed off. Maybe we can see inside a little bit better back here, yeah. Well, you guys can see it a little bit. It's hard with all the glare on everything. And this is old, you can tell this is old, leaded glass probably, just the way it's got the ripples in it. I kind of want to go down there, but I'm not going to break the rules. Can't break the rules when you're one of 5 people here. They're going to know. Is this open? Is everything locked? Everything's locked. Wrong time of year, but cool nonetheless. And you can't even see what's in there. It's closed up. Looks like maybe they're doing bees back here. I don't see any livestock anywhere. Oh, I see them down there. Looks like a turkey. Yep, there are some big old gobblers in there. Look at that, dude's gobblers. Man, they are ugly. And there's chickens back there, if you guys can see them. It's the closest I've ever been to a big turkey. Hey, you're ugly though, dude. Look at their faces. Well, the chickens have come over. They're all pretty comfortable with people, that's for sure. It's a little breezy and cold out here, y'all. Well, I don't know where the goats are at. Oh, you're gonna talk smack as soon as I turn around? Is that how it works? Yeah, alright. I wonder if the goats are over here or something? No, there's nothing else over here. They must be hungry. Huh. The two big ones are following me this way. They might be really friendly, actually. Oh, look at that sweet old lock. Look at that. Squire Old English. 770, 4 brass levers, genuine solid brass. Made in England. That's cool. That's really cool. And you got a little, put your key in. Oh yeah, see, they walked all the way back over here. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Well, I think that's it for the animals over here. Yeah. You guys come over this far? Can you come down here and say hello? Gobble, 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 gobble. Oh. All right. Let's find something else. All right, so I think we'll walk down to where the mill is at, and then there's also a cool school building out here. We'll go check that out. We're here at the, what I would say is probably the backside of the mill. See if I can tell you anything about it. So I would say this is called the Woolen Factory. This was built in 1860. The big woolen mill produced fabrics, shawls, blankets, knitting yarns, and custom products for sale throughout west central Missouri. It's a big building. Should be able to see through some of these windows. Big staircase right there. Man, I wish I could get inside of this. Bogus. Oop. Deer tracks. Yeah, we can see in a little bit. Looks like we're making shoes. I can barely even see. Such a bad reflection on everything. Well, there's a pond right there, I guess. Here you go. A couple of old grindstones laying there. It ain't no reproduction stuff, folks. Is there anybody in there creeping? Just me. Oh, I wish I could stay the night in that. That would be cool. I was hoping I'd find like an unlocked door and be able to wander around a bit, but check that out. I think that's a grounding rod, like a lightning rod. It goes up to the top of the chimney. Yeah, this is cool. I wonder if the door was full size at one point because of the archway, and then this was installed at a later time. You hear all the frogs out there? Huh. Yeah, there's another rod. It's a huge stack on there. Well, this is a cool spot. Guess I should have seen it if I should have made sure it was actually open for tours. It is right now, but only Friday through Sunday, and it's Monday today. Ooh, I can see through here. Well, due to the backlighting, it's probably hard for you guys to see a lot of that, but you've got some of the leather straps that run through to power everything. Super old brick floor. pretty much just see straight through to the other side. There's an old wood lathe right here. Wood lathe, ran with a leather belt. There wasn't much of an emergency stop on that. Yeah, can't see a ton in there, but ooh, look at the old bell. All right, I believe I'm gonna lose something here if I'm not careful. Oh, there was at one point railroad tracks that ran by all of this. I mean, that does make sense. Okay, I'm going to wander back to the truck. There's a church here too. I'm gonna go back to the truck and then we'll head on over to the church and schoolhouse. Y'all, I was walking back. There's sheep in here now. They must have been hiding in the pen maybe. Wonder if they'll come over and say hello. Bah! 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 They don't even respond. Bah! Sheeps! Hey, sheeps! They don't care at all. They're not even looking up. I just want to scratch you a little bit, give you some pets. Relax, I just want to take some pictures. Come here, little dudes. Like they don't even hear me. What's a group of sheeps called? A group of sheep? Sheeps? This one's looked at me twice. Looks like a little bit younger one. These guys might need to have their, they might need to be sheared. Hey, can you come over here so I can say hello properly? They don't care about me. Huh. Yeah, they must have all been like way down there, or I guess this goes way back too. But yeah, mill's over there. House is up there. We're headed back. Since these guys aren't being friendly, I don't want to talk to you anyways. There's the railroad tracks. Tiny one lane. Tell how old it is. Maybe I've got to walk to it. Can't go over that bridge. Alright, so I've got to walk down that road that's got the closer on it. But now looking at that bridge, I'm glad it's closed because my truck would probably collapse it. But let's go check this stuff out. I don't know how far of a walk it is. I can't see anything over there. But get ourselves a little exercise, and God, I'm enjoying this warm sunlight right now. Well, it says the weight limit is 8 tons. But from the side of it, it's questionable. Let's take a look. Got a nice little creek down here. Tiny little waterfall. Crystal clear water. But you can see the bridge is bent. Like over here, it's a little bit worse. I don't know if I'd want to drive over that. And maybe that's why they have it closed, but all right, let's head on down the road here. I don't see no fishies in there. Whew, it's been a long walk. But here we are. I think this is the school, and then maybe this is the church. I don't know, but there's two buildings here. I don't see anything designating what it is, but I have a feeling this was probably the church, considering the size of it. I'm sure it's all going to be locked. Need myself a skeleton key, boy. Oh, they got regular. They've keyed it with newer locks. So if this is the church, which the windows are too tall, I can't even see in them. It's above my eyesight. What do you guys see in there? Oh yeah, it's a church. I can tell by probably that lamp up there. Maybe there's something on the other side. Oh, there's like chandeliers hanging down and everything. Can't even see in. But I can see chandeliers hanging in there. Can you see those in the middle? Yeah, right in the middle there. Dang old dang, can't even see inside of it. Okay, so the church and the school, that was called Mount Vernon Church, and the church was built in 1871 to replace a burned church building. The Watkinses were very active members of the congregation. The land reverted to the Watkins estate after the church disbanded in 1918. So this is known as Franklin Academy, and here 5 Watkins children attended this 1856 subscription school. After a public school was built in the 1870s, the academy building was sold to Waltus Watkins, and it was used as housing for his workers. I don't know what a subscription school is, I guess, if somebody could tell me, but once again, this is all locked up. And oh wow, there's like a little separate entranceway, and then must be open in the back. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to, I could barely see through here. Oh, somebody's got a stone so you can look in the window. There we go. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at all the desks in there. And all the dead flies. Yeah, I understand it's hard to see. There you go, that's a little better. So you got a bunch of desks. Yeah, it's cool. There's a wood stove over on that side in the corner. You can maybe see the stack right there. Blackboard on the back of the room. And then yeah, there's just a partition right there. See, the partition seems a little odd, but yeah, it's cool. It's also kind of odd that that's like, there's no door or window on the back here. Huh. Yeah, I wish I could get in here. Here we go. Just an old schoolhouse. Oh man, look at that. Skylight. That's cool, it's huge. Yeah, you guys won't be able to really tell, but oh man, it's huge. I wish I could get in there and see out of that. Oh, there's wood stoves on both sides. There's a stack on both sides of the room. They kept it pretty warm in there. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, bummer we can't get in there. It's also kind of surprising on many of these old buildings, like they'll usually have something where they wrote the date in it or something like that, or what it was, like it would be in the brick on the top of a building. Like you go through a lot of the old towns around here and all the Main Street buildings, it'll say like in the brick on the top of it what it probably was when it was built and the date and stuff that it was built. But Nothing on these. Well, they're cool buildings. Bummed that I couldn't get inside of them, but I mean, I'm down here. I'm still gonna take a look at them. Well, I guess that's kind of it for the tour of this spot, since it was kind of half closed. But we're gonna get headed over to the campground, which is on the other side of the park, and see what our camping spot looks like. All right, I was walking out here. I was walking down, going back to the truck, and I looked over and I spotted this white picket fence. I don't really see anything in there, but given the fact there's a church right there, this could also be a cemetery. There's nothing in there. I don't know what this is for. Oh no, there was a headstone over there at one point. Yeah. There's nothing written on any side of it, but this has to be a tiny little graveyard. Well, it doesn't say anything about it on the map that I have. Yeah. Huh. Surprised there's no sign or anything out here for it. Well, I guess let's go back to the truck. This doesn't say anything about that little, what I can only assume was a cemetery. It'd be so nice to see this place when it's green. Might have to bring my wife down here. There's the lake. The campground's over here, not on the water, which is kind of a bummer. Should be over here somewhere. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18's right up there. All right, y'all, we've made it. It's basically kind of same setup as last night. Identical fire pit, which has got some trash laying around here I'll pick up. And then they've got the same thing. They've got these hooks that you can hang a lantern on. They've got them on all of these. But the trees around this spot are amazing. Like, yeah, I can just barely down there see the lake. You guys won't be able to see it on this camera at all. And we've got some electricity here, so I'm gonna get plugged in because the low tonight is like 35 or something like that. It's gonna be a little bit chilly. Let's get ourselves plugged in here. And hope the flies aren't out too bad here like they were at the other spot. All right, we've got power. It's about 4 in the afternoon, so got a couple hours, I think. Well, maybe about an hour before I go ahead and get the fire going, because I don't have a ton of firewood. I actually had to buy some from the gas station today, which was very painful. It's so expensive, but I guess I show you. I need to show you what we're actually drinking here. So I saw this, and I don't know if somebody recommended this to me at some point, but the name sounded incredibly familiar. So it's called Schnickelfritz. Schnickelfritz, Bavarian style Weissbier ale, and I believe this is brewed here locally in Missouri. Yeah. The unmistakable characteristic. Dang, can't read. The unmistakable characteristics of this Bavarian style Weissbier, I don't know how you say that, are achieved with the yeast that creates a decidedly fruity and phenolic beer. You may also note clove and banana-like aromas and flavors as you pour and enjoy this beer in a traditional tall wheat beer glass. Oh, I got my cup, that plastic cup that one you sent in. And it's brewed and canned in St. Louis, Missouri. 16-ounce cans, 5%, and yeah. Schnickelfritz from the Urban Chestnut Brewing Company. And they've got a little squirrel eating a nut right there on there. But I guess we're gonna forego the koozie. Let's go grab our cup. Probably a hoodie. Something flying somewhere, I can't see it. Whatever that is, as far as a helicopter, I think it's a helicopter. It sounds weird. I can't see it. Oh, there it is. You guys won't be able to see it on this camera. It's going straight over me right now. Well, that sounded weird, dude. I've never heard. I don't know, maybe just because it was coming straight at me it sounded funny, but if you guys missed the last live, one of y'all sent in this plastic beer glass, which I believe this is a 16 ounce, so it should hold this whole thing. So we'll see what this actually looks like, since I can never show you guys the color of the beers. It smells stronger than 5%. It's just pretty light beer. Nothing funky. There we go. Prost, as they would say. Ah, that's a good beer. Good beer on a beautiful day. Had a nice walk. Saw some cool stuff. But I'm going to enjoy this one. We'll get ourselves some fire here before it gets too cold outside. Tell you what. I'm still got a cold, y'all. These little fire starters I got in the last video, they work very well. I gotta say that. They go up quick, and there's quite a few in a box. There's 18 of them in there. And if you needed to pack that in something, and I imagine you could break it in half, you're not supposed to open it up, but I'm curious, so I'm gonna see what's in there, see if it's something that you could just break in half. Oh yeah, it's like I've seen things like this before. We'll see how that lights, but I imagine if you wanted to, you could cut this into a couple of pieces, maybe 3 or 4 pieces if necessary, if you were backpacking or something. Obviously, you still need a lighter, but they work well. Let's get this fire going. Well, I don't feel super bad about buying firewood because there's a bunch over at the campsite next to me. At least the bundle's worth that I paid for. Come on, folks. We'll get that back and burn. I don't want to know if there's anything in that bag or not. There's a lot of fallen wood around here. Oof. That one doesn't want to break. There's a bunch of like half burnt wood laying in here. Let's go grab the wood from the next campsite. I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but they have electronic gates at this campground that close at night. Is that the helicopter again? Nope, there's an airplane. Probably too far away. Might see it. There you go. Anyways, distraction. The guy at the front gave me the code. He's like, in case you need to leave at midnight to go get munchies, here's the code so you can get back in. So that was kind of cool. But anyways, yeah, got a few chunks of wood here. There's a couple half burnt ones in there. We'll use those, and like they were prepared to keep going. I haven't showed this trick in a while, and it only works as long as your pants won't completely fall off, but your belt works great to carry a bundle of firewood or anything that you might collect in the woods. I have broken a belt doing that before though, so be careful. Start with these half burnt ones, I guess. Yep, that's bought fire. Somebody bought this and left it laying there. Well, I don't know if you guys can see the moon up there. It's right above the truck. I don't have any lights going at all. Hold on a second. There you go. You can see a little bit of it. It has gotten cold out here very fast. I'm gonna head inside and make dinner in there. Ooh, it's chilly out there. All right, let's get this heater cranked on. It's 43 outside, 47 inside right now. Wind has picked up a bit out there. It was cutting right through me. Oh, it's been warm all day. I was walking around in a t-shirt, so this is like a big difference right now. And I checked it out on my phone, because I actually have full bars of 5G service. I'm sitting on top of a big hill up here. The low tonight is supposed to be 32 degrees, so it's going to be a little bit chilly out there, but Shouldn't be too terribly bad. In here, obviously, we're gonna get some dinner going. I've got something simple to cook tonight. Alright, so tonight we're going to keep it incredibly simple. We're going to do some beans and weenies. So I've got a can of grilling beans here, steakhouse recipe, and I have some Vienna sausages in a can. I have never had these before, surprisingly, but I grabbed a couple of them, and they are the barbecue flavor. I think there's probably a regular flavor, but this is what they had, so this is what we grabbed, and we were going to do them on our jet boil here in a pan. I've got our little burner adapter here. I don't need that. What am I doing? I'm so used to grabbing that. Probably grab another beer before we get too far out of hand here and start dumping everything. All right, that way we don't have to open it up halfway through cooking. I feel like I'm starting to lose my voice all of a sudden. And I don't have a can opener back here. I'm gonna have to use my multi-tool to open this can up, because I do not want to go get in the back of the truck right now. It's cold out there. Current temperature inside is 71 degrees and it's 38 outside, so yeah, I'd rather not get out if I don't have to. All right, we're gonna use our multi-tool with our can opener here. It's been a while since I've done this. It's gonna take me a minute. But you just, if you've never used one of these, you just take it, and I've already put a hole in it. You just put it on the edge there, and if you push down, you gotta hold this on the edge. Push down. I gotta hold it on my leg to do it. But it'll put that hole in it, if you can see one of those right there. And you just have to keep going around. So it takes a little bit of effort. You got to keep moving it, but for those of you that have never used a manual can opener, there's your tip of the day. And then once you get far enough around, you can just bend the lid back. You don't have to go all the way around. Looks like we didn't get it all in one spot. There we go. Works like a charm. That's a lot of beans. Suppose I should have grabbed a spoon. Oh, I got these right here. Can use a real one. Don't want to waste any of your beans, folks. Okay. I'm curious if what these are like. Like I said, I've never had these before. The little Vienna sausages. Curious how many are in there. That's why I bought 2. But these have a pop top, so we don't have to worry about it. There's 7 little sausages in there. I'm just gonna dump them right in our beans. Ooh, that would probably be enough, honestly. 1 can. Could have probably drained those 2, but we'll let that add a little bit of spice to it. We're going for both. Ooh. There we go. Should probably cut those up a little bit, but beans and weenies. Let's get this cooking. Gonna turn that down about as low as it will go. So I do not want to burn this salt at the bottom of the pan. I may have overestimated. I may have underestimated, I should say, the wieners. Oh.
Franks and beans, Franks and beans.
All right, I think that's good. That's warm enough. Oof. Let's not spill it everywhere. All right. It's kind of hard to hold on to. Split handle. But there we go. Franks and beans, dude. Nothing crazy. But this is definitely gonna fill me up. And my wife will probably be thankful that I'm not gonna be home for another night. But yeah. That's hot. That's all you need, boy. Keep it simple sometimes. Had I made this over the fire like I intended, I was probably going to throw some bacon in there also, but because I have the leftover bacon from the last video still. It's empty. That also means that I have the hot sauce in here. Ooh, let's not spill this all over my bed. There we go. If I can find it. There we go. We're gonna try some of that on here. Same thing as the last video. El Yucateco hot sauce, chili habanero, black label reserve. If you didn't watch the last video, I'm sorry for you. But I put it on a BLT, but I mixed it with some mayo. So we'll try it just straight up in a bite of this. It's like just so dark, it's sketchy, but that's a lot on there. That was probably too much on one bite. Not bad. I'm gonna put a little bit of it in here. We'll just stir it up. That's good. It's probably enough. Make this nice and spicy. I can smell it already. Might clear my sinuses up a little bit. Yeah. I'm gonna put this whole thing in my gut and just feel sorry for myself later. But it's good. Those sausages were good. I mean, they're just tiny little hot dogs. It's like half a hot dog in a can. But, I mean, they're fully cooked. You can just eat them right out of the can if necessary, or if that's what you want to do. And they have a pop top, so if you wanted to eat them like that or carry them around as a snack or whatever, you could definitely do that. I probably should have tried one of them, right? That's a solid lump in the gut, though. That was a big old bowl of beans. Ah. Bean belly. Yeah, that was good. Simple yet effective. Alright, I got dinner cleaned up. Hopefully I was filming for the last bit. I don't know if I was or not. So, is what it is, but you guys look a little bit crooked. There we go. Alright. So, well, I'm gonna watch a movie I've had downloaded on here forever. Yes, I understand my device is offline. I just wanted to see the description. Okay, there we go. So it's called Down. It's from 2001, and it says, when an express elevator in New York City's 102-story Millennium building starts to malfunction, elevator mechanics Mark and Jeff are sent to find the cause. After a series of gruesome and deadly accidents occur, Mark joins forces with spunky reporter Jennifer, who is on the hunt for a juicy story. It's got Naomi Watts in it. We'll see what this is all about. The glass is nice, but I feel like I drink it faster. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe so. Beans. Morning, y'all. I slept in a little bit. It's like 9:30, 9:46. Slept great though. It's there's been wildlife. Like last night, I opened the back gate to dump something out. Oh, I rinsed my beans. I rinsed my beans out of my pan, and when I opened my gate, there was a raccoon over here, and he just took off running like a bat out of hell. I wish I would have got it on camera. And then this morning already, I've had squirrels, like one of them had to have been on my bumper, like jumped on my tire or something, but they've been running around all over out here. I've seen a cardinal. He was right there by the fire pit, and I saw some blue jays, and there's been just, it's been really nice listening to them. But oh, it's cold. It's still just kicking my ass. I'm back to only having one nostril that works properly. Sweet. We're just gonna do some instant this morning. What do I have? Feeling exceptionally lazy right now. Yeah. Wait, can I have some of the other ones? Nope. Just those. Straight up Folgers in the bag. It's like a tea bag. Bam. That's probably warm enough. Perfecto. I was gonna say, I feel like this thing is, looks like I dinged it or bent it somehow a little bit. I don't know if I dropped this at some point, but it's kind of dented right here. Coffee's good. I know some of y'all can't stand instant, but I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Current temps, if you guys can see that. 41 outside, it's like 75 in here, 74.7. Feels nice. I got the windows open, both sides, so, and the front one. So I still have a lot of airflow going through here. It's very comfortable. Trying to get the fresh air to clear my schnoz up a little bit. Oh. Well, I think it's about time to head on down the road. I've lounged around here. It's about noon already. right, guys, we're gonna get headed on down the road to the next spot and see what there is to see. I had a good time yesterday, even if half of it was closed. Kind of a bummer, but my own fault for not looking. Half this campground's actually closed too. There's a whole nother loop over there. But yeah, simple dinner and a really lazy morning. But overall, it was a great time. And we've got more sights to see. So, speed bump. As always, stay tuned for the next adventure. I'll see you in a bit.